thoughts on the game?
Oh, disappointed, so disappointed how we started. We've built up a description of how we play by getting about teams and doing stuff. I think there was a strong breeze first half. We noticed that on the first goal kick. You know, unfortunately, we never got to grips for 15-20 minutes with the game, and we found ourselves 2-0 down. And you know, great credit to the supporters. They kept believing in the players. We huffed, we puffed, we had opportunities second half to certainly get a draw out the game. You know, but in the end, 7 days ago, we've left this stadium absolutely ecstatic. You know, 7 days later, the same players have now took us to the seat of our pants, and that's the disappointing thing. You know, I'm really disappointed for everyone. But you know, it's going to be a long, tough season for every club in this division. You know, the reality of if you look at Doncaster today and you look at us, and I don't think we played well, I don't think you would say Doncaster are a better side than us. I don't think we've had a defeat today where you go, they're a lot better than us. Certainly, I only concentrate us. So to say I'm disappointed would be an understatement to say.
You had a mountain to climb once you're 2-0 down, don't you?
It's not aggressive enough, John. It's not. Look, John, I'm not going to honest to God. Like, questions for all mans get tough, and fans, you know, it's easy to watch a game and criticise. You know, our players last week, the likes of Burgesses and Stevens and all these lads, were going home eulogising about how good they are and what good players. And this week, you know, the second goal's so disappointing for us that we go away thinking, well, what? Well, the reality is my job's to make the players better and make them more aware. And you know, as I say, 17 points we were on 2 games ago. 2 games later, we're still on 17 points, and that's the disappointment for us all.
We're disappointed with the goals conceded.
John, listen, I'm not going to get involved in that. You know, the reality is to say I'm disappointed with goals we conceded, John, would be an understatement of the century.
Once you came back 2-1, game on.
We've got to score again, John. We've got to have chances. We had so many chances at the bottom end, I felt. And again, it's aggression in both boxes. You know, where we lacked that person. You know, Carl Baker's goal was everything. I'm speaking about aggression. It nearly took the net off. Second half, we're having opportunities. It's like no one wants to score. You know, you've got to give Doncaster credit. You know, for any team coming here now. You know, all of a sudden now we stop. We used to look like no one could score past us. Now we look brittle. And it's amazing what football can do to you. It tests all managers. You know, and as I say, 7 days ago, I left here thinking, that'll do me. I really left here feeling like the team was balanced, it was good, it was, you know, everything I wanted it to be. You know, 2 games later, 6 games later, I'm thinking to myself, wow, what's happened there? And, you know, we'll certainly look at it and hopefully we have to, you know, come back bigger and better.